Jesus' disciples called him my Lord and my God. Prove me wrong. If Jesus isn't God, then why did his own disciples call him my Lord and my God? No prophet, no angel, no mere man ever received such worship. If Jesus was just a teacher, why didn't he correct them? Skeptics, can you explain this? The room was locked. The disciples sat in silence, their faces filled with doubt and fear. Jesus, their master, their teacher, was dead. They had seen him crucified. They had watched as his body was placed in a tomb. And now, despite rumors that he had risen, one of them refused to believe. Thomas's doubt. When the other disciples told him, "We have seen the Lord," Thomas shook his head. "Unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my finger where the nails were and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." His heart was broken. He had trusted Jesus. He had followed him. But now, faith seemed impossible. The risen Jesus appears. 1 week later, the disciples were together again. This time, Thomas was with them. Suddenly, without warning, Jesus appeared. The locked doors couldn't keep him out. He stood in their midst and spoke, "Peace be with you." Thomas's breath caught. Then Jesus turned directly to him. "Thomas, put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Do not doubt, but believe." Thomas froze. This was the moment, Thomas's declaration. "My Lord and my God." Slowly, Thomas stepped forward. He saw the scars. He touched the wounds, and then his doubts melted away. Falling to his knees, he uttered the most powerful confession in Scripture. "My Lord and my God." Not just teacher, not just master, not just a great man. My Lord, my God. Why didn't Jesus correct him? If Jesus was just a prophet, he would have corrected Thomas. If he was just a righteous teacher, he would have rebuked him. But Jesus didn't. Instead, he affirmed Thomas's words. "Because you have seen me, you have believed. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." If Jesus wasn't God, why would he accept worship? Every prophet from Moses to John the Baptist pointed away from themselves to God. But Jesus? He accepted it because he is God. The Bible forbids worshipping anyone but God. The Bible is clear. Only God is to be worshipped. When John bowed before an angel, the angel said, "Do not do it. Worship God." Revelation 22:9. When Peter was worshipped by Cornelius, he said, "Stand up. I am just a man." Acts 10:26. Yet Jesus allowed Thomas to call him my Lord and my God. Why? Because he is the Lord. He is God. The challenge to skeptics. Here's the challenge. If Jesus isn't God, explain this. God says, "I am the Lord, and there is no other." Isaiah 45:5. Yet Thomas calls Jesus, my Lord and my God. John 20:28. If only God can receive worship, why does Jesus accept it? If Jesus isn't God, why didn't he correct Thomas? No prophet ever made this claim. No angel ever received worship. No religious teacher ever dared to allow such words. So if Jesus isn't God, prove me wrong. Closing and call to action. Jesus wasn't just a teacher. He is the risen Lord, the true God. The question is, do you believe it? If you believe Jesus is God, type "Jesus is Lord" in the comments. If you don't, explain this passage. For more powerful Bible truths, like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Jesus is Lord and God. What will you do with that truth?